Beautiful afternoon to you from wherever you're watching this live broadcast from, and thank you so much for choosing KBC Channel 1 to inform you this Sunday afternoon. A number of stories you have lined up for you, from general news as well as sports. This is Lunchtime News. I'm Doreen Arange. Baranabuli is our sign language interpreter. And now, residents of Garbatula Sub-County, Isiolo County, have reasons to smile after the resumption of the theatre and radiology services at the Garbatula Level 4 Hospital following 3 years of shortage of personnel and unserviceable equipment. Patients from the vast sub-county, which covers Modogashe and Sericho areas that border Garissa County, had to be referred to Isiolo County Referral Hospital or Maua in the neighboring county of Meru.
The moment was also marked with a successful cesarean section where a 30-year-old woman was helped deliver her fourth baby.
Hii ndio imekuwa ya kwanza. I think the past 3 years hii ndio imekuwa ya kwanza. Kwa sababu kulikuwa na mashida kidogo na machine oxygen plant kidogo, lakini kwa saizi iko sawa. So tunaomba wamama wakuje, kama wanafanyiwa operation ya kizazi wafanyiwe, kama ni ile ya kufunga kizazi pia wanafanyiwa.
Isiolo County Government's Chief Officer Abdirahman Mohammed applauded the revitalization of the hospital and called upon those in need to utilize it and spare themselves the agony of traveling long distances to seeking such services.
Kumekuwa na shida kwa muda, hizo services hazikuwa zinakuwa offered in this facility. Tumeweza kuaddress the challenges yenye ilikuwa inazuia hizo services zisipatikane, ambazo among them zilikuwa serviceability of the equipment and staffing issues. Watu wetu wajitokeze wenye wanahitaji hizo services, ziko karibu na hawa as per the manifesto ya governor wetu.
This in turn would ease congestion at the Isiolo County Teaching and Referral Hospital. He also announced plans to expand their dental and eye care services.
Tuko na mpango ya kutengeneza dental unit hapo. We already have a dental chair here. We are working on putting up the space to offer that particular service. Next January, Mungu akitujalisha, 2025, tutatengeneza eye unit pia hapo.
Duba Kara, the hospital board chairman, and Nasri Sharif, a resident of Garbatula town, hailed the resumption of the crucial services at the local hospital, saying emergency medical services have been brought closer to the people.
This time radiology iko operational, and I hope we are not going to take them anymore to Isiolo or Meru or Maua.
Hii kazi mgavana ametufanyia ni kazi mzuri, tumefurahia sana, na tunapata, kama tumepata huduma zote karibuni hapa, itakuwa ni mzuri. Juu kuna wale ambaye hawajiwezi, ambaye wakipata accident ama mama anataka kujifungua, sasa ametufanyia very near to our town.
Some good news there for residents of Garbatula in Isiolo County. And now in Laikipia, tension between section of ranchers and residents continues to escalate over sharing of resources in the area. The bone of contention is lack of access to water for domestic use and pending construction of perimeter fence to prevent attacks and crop destruction by wildlife.
Conflict over shared resources has resulted to this meeting convened by security agents, local leadership and various stakeholders to find a solution. Residents from Nginyei claim they are suffering at the hands of ranchers from Umande Ward.
Private owners, abaye tunashindwa. Area hii tunajua tunakuwa na either Umande location ama Boramati location. Hiyo location mbili ndio tuko. Kwa upande ya majina, tuko na Mugumo, tuko na Muramati, tuko na Ginyei, lakini sasa la donors mali imetoka, tutajiuliza ni wapi? Ambaye imeleta kisirani mingi sana.
Hatukatai wanunue, wako huru kununua. Because barabara inaingia kwa mto. Kuna hii shamba wamenunua, hii wamenunua. Alikuwa wanafaa wawache hiyo barabara, wamefunga wote. Hakuna mali sisi tunaenda kunywa maji. Wache ile fence ya nje kwanza. Mto mwenyewe tumefungiwa.
The ranchers, on the other hand, maintain they have a right to the land. Area leaders, led by Laikipia East Member of Parliament Mwangi Kiunjuri, called for a consensus to allow construction of feeder roads and a perimeter fence.
Hao wananchi kila wakati wananiamsha usiku wa manane, Madam Dovu, Madam, kuna watu wamevamiwa. KWS officers wetu wa Umande, wa Ginyei, wa Mogumo hatulali.
Na tumeongea, Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya ameamrisha kila mtu ambaye ako ni rancha aweke ua kwa shamba yake. Wameanza kutii sheria. Nyinyi watu watano mnataka kukeuka na ile mwelekeo ya Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya. Nyinyi mnatudharau kama viongozi ambao wamechaguliwa. Mmedharau chiefs. Mmedharau askari. Kwani nyinyi mnataka kuishi Kenya gani?
Last year, residents staged a protest to demand for the opening of the roads that lead to the river, but the conflict has continued to escalate. Kamchemenza for Lunchtime News.
Elsewhere, residents of Lari Sub-County, Kamburu, can now access Moi Road from Kagwe, Kiambururu Road through Ndaguna Village after the construction of Kwamwenjera, Kanjoya, Kamuchage Road. The 3-kilometer road, fitted with street lights for security purposes, will also provide access to Muthande Primary, among other social amenities. The county government in Kiambu says it plans to improve road infrastructure in various wards.
Hii barabara kutoka huko Doreen Isiolo inakuja hata kutoka upande wa Gatundu inapitia hapa ikaenda mpaka Githunguri. Kwa hivyo hii barabara itashikanisha upande wa Githunguri na upande wa Gatundu kwa njia rahisi sana. Ile mazao ya ile tunakuza hapa, especially kahawa, na itatoka kutoka mashamba yetu itaenda ifike kwa factory kwa njia mzuri na pia rahisi.
Elsewhere, a section of youth grassroots leaders from Mount Kenya East region has appealed to the whole Mount Kenya region to rally behind the new Deputy President, Professor Kithure Kindiki. Led by political lobbyist Kirigacha Mwaniki, the youth urged the political class in the region not to allow the impeachment of their immediate former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua divide the region.
The spirit of Gema cannot come to an end simply because one of us from Mount Kenya East got that opportunity. We want to appeal to you with a lot of love, the same love we supported you with, that you come together with us. Let us support Professor Kithure Kindiki. Let us accept him as our leader.
Kama sisi wa mapato kidogo, mama mboga, naomba ukaanze kutuangalia kwa hii biashara yetu ya mgoka, ukaweza kutupanulia masoko mengine ndio tupate kutransport our product, ndio pia sisi tupate kitu na ndio tuweze kufurahia uongozi wako.
Over 4,000 Catholic Men's Association members drawn from the Archdiocese of Nairobi gathered at the Queen of the Apostles Seminary to close the year 2024 with a singing competition. 35 parishes went on stage to each showcase a set of peace songs to demonstrate cohesion and love. Holy Family emerged tops. Bishop David Kamau urged men not to abdicate their role as the head of the family and to be good role models to the community.
Even God called men to be the apostles. So men should sit, take their chairs in the family, take their chairs in the church, and then things, the work of evangelism will go well. With taking their role, there will be stability in the family and in the church.
Moving on, over 30,000 youths from Homa Bay County are set to benefit from the first edition of a training program aimed at empowering Juakali artisans from the Office of Representatives. Joyce Atieno, the program unveiled in Kendu Bay, is designed to address unemployment among young people in the region by providing practical skills in various artisan trades. It hopes to reduce poverty and create viable alternatives to deter youth involvement in criminal activities.
SMEs empowerment have done training. Youth empowerment have done training. I did training in 3 phases under Nakada on drug abuse and substance abuse. My first phase was in Kasipur. 100 was trained in partnership with Nakada. Today I have 16 barbers chairs. I have 40 kinyozi salons, finished machines. I have 36. I have 16 salonist chairs. I have 50 blow dry machines. I'm starting in all constituencies 1 Barbers and Salonist Association, specifically meant for the youths who are not employed or do not have establishment under their capital.
To some bit of politics now, the Orange Democratic Movement leadership is piling the pressure on Kakamega County Governor Fernandez Baraza to comply with party directives or face disciplinary action. Deputy Party Leader Godfrey Osotsi says ODM National Executive Committee met 2 weeks ago to hear from parties involved in the ongoing dispute within Kakamega County branch and issue directives which he claims Baraza has ignored. The Kakamega governor, however, maintains he has everything under control.
Aheshimu viongozi wa chama cha ODM kuanzia kwa wabunge, wahusike kwa mambo ya chama, awalete pamoja. Jambo la pili, ile kesi ambazo zimepelekwa kotini kwa mambo ya county assembly ziondolewe mara moja.
Saa hii MCS bado wanalia, hawajarudishwa kwa makomiti. Mkiwacha Kakamega iendelee vile iko, tutakuwa na ODM A na ODM B. Na ODM B itakuwa na wananchi. Na sisi hatutaki hiyo mgawanyiko.
Mimi kama kuna mtu ambao hawezi kupatia Oparanya heshima, yeye atakuwa adui yangu. Kwa sababu Oparanya amefanya kazi muhimu kwa chama, si Kakamega peke yake, lakini Kenya nzima.
Mimi ningependa kuwasihi mtulie, the party inajua nini inafanyika.
Time for me to now press pause on this live broadcast. We circle back with plenty more, including sports. Stay with us.
Aya, I'm not go TV stream. It's free. Go TV Stream iko mkononi na ni free. Download Go TV Stream app for free. Enjoy live TV na shows kamia nane. Download and watch later anytime, anywhere. Go TV Stream iko mkononi na ni free. Available to active subscribers. Go TV. Love it.
Technology has become a crucial part of our society. Without technological advancements, so much of our everyday lives would be drastically different. As technology develops, it strives to fulfill the changing needs of society. This means that technology exists to help us achieve the things that we wouldn't be able to achieve without it. Take on Tech looks at the advantages and downside of technological innovation in a world that is becoming increasingly dependent on new digital technologies. Every Monday at 10:30 p.m.
Hello, fabulous ladies. Welcome to the talk show that's all about sisterhood, empowerment, and unfiltered conversation.
We will be focusing on women.
We believe in women.
We are really changing.
We are creating a safe space for women to connect, thrive, and share.
Just because you're a woman on a bike, you're labeled in a certain way.
It's not just a talk show, it's a movement.
When they are standing, we need to stand out.
From heartwarming tales to hilarious adventures.
They could ask me, Catherine, why are you learning?
We are turning the spotlight on women who are breaking barriers in their individual fields.
You have to have a vision.
You are the leaders of Kenya today.
Keeping it honest and relatable.
Mental health is real.
Yes.
Where there is no communication, there is no relationship.
Join the sisterhood every Sunday at 4 p.m. on KBC TV for Dada's Show.
Jackie, unafanya nini huku?
Wewe hujawahi jiuliza mbona Alex amekon watu hiyo miaka yote na bado hajauawa?
Please, jichunge sana na Jackie. Atakoka kwa moto alafu apotee.
Miss big time. Miss kabisa.
Acha tu hapo. Just get out of my house.
Alex.
Nini toka? Chukua bag yako. Get out. Sadly kuna bad news huku.
What's going on?
Nataka kunimalizia watoto wangu.
Si twende hospitali.
At least tumbaye machungwa, fruits kwa barabara ndizi.
Tunaona baadaye. So. Ile bandoli ya pesa yenye uliangusha kwa kina Jane ulitoa wapi?
Nilipewa na bwana wangu.
Unaweza nipatie namba ya bwana ya Jackie?
Welcome back, and to some education matters now, where education experts have now called on the government to move with speed to streamline the teething problems still plaguing the competency-based curriculum to ensure efficiency in its implementation. The calls come in the wake of the state working round the clock to ensure smooth transition of grade 9 as the pioneer cohort of the KBC learners to senior secondary school come January 2025. Dr. Romanus Odhiambo, Vice-Chancellor, Mary University, made the remarks during the 25th anniversary of Winners Academy in Meru County, even as he acknowledged efforts already made in training the teachers on the new curriculum.
Do her best, can try to support schools like the private schools, where the main challenge that they have had is basically just quite a number of changes in the curriculum when it is not expected. These abrupt changes in the curriculum does bring increase in cost of running the school, and normally sometime when this happens, of course the school owners have to ask the parents, and so it raises the fees. I think we need to do better in terms of the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development in stabilizing the CBC curriculum.
The challenge we are facing in CBC is that projects don't have anybody to supervise. The government is not on the ground to ensure whatever is in the curriculum is implemented.
And our section of youths allied to the ruling United Democratic Alliance Party have welcomed the appointment and subsequent swearing-in of Professor Kithure Kindiki as the Deputy President. The youths, led by the National UDS leader Cedric Otieno, also want the impeached former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and leaders in central Kenya to allow President William Ruto to deliver on his promises to Kenya without unnecessary political distractions.
Leo sisi kama vijana kutoka Nyanza tumependa kulilia na pia kupongeza naibu wetu wa rais Profesa Kithure Kindiki kwa ile his appointment ya kuserve wananchi as the Deputy President. Our Deputy President Professor Kithure Kindiki, sisi kama mayouth wa Nyanza tuko nyuma yako na sisi tunakuambia ufanye kazi jinsi ulivyotuahidi on Friday that utafanya, na sisi kama mayouths wote tutakuwa nyuma yako. Na pia ningependa kuomba au mavijana kutoka kwa milima pia wa support our deputy president Professor Kithure Kindiki, na tumpe nafasi afanye kazi, tuone kazi yake, na kama ni siasa ni 2027. Kwa sasa hii sisi kama mayouth tunataka kazi na maendeleo katika kaunti zetu zote out of 47 county.
Moving on, members of savings and credit cooperatives have been encouraged to continue remitting funds and embrace the culture of proper financial planning and investment amid the high cost of living. Brenda Odera, a cooperative officer at the Ministry of Cooperative and Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Development, further says prudent management of loans will ensure peace of mind for both lenders and borrowers during the recovery period. She made the remarks at Broadcasting House in Nairobi during the Mtangazaji Sacco Education Day. Members were enlightened on how to evaluate financial investments and make decisions that will mitigate risks. Mtangazaji Sacco draws its membership from staff of the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation.
To better understand our planning as the members of the society in terms of savings, in terms of borrowing, and in terms of future plans for us as the members of the cooperative. And also the issues of governance with the policies that govern us as a cooperative and the rules, we should be able to put them into place such that we are a cooperative that is compliant and we are a society that is sustainable.
The main objective of a Sacco is to save and to give credit. So apart from savings, in this time of less funds and a lot of financial obligations, we need to have our members align whatever that they're earning with their plans.
Jambo ambalo limenifanya nikae sana ni kwa sababu nikiomba loan ama ile tunaita instant loan, napewa the same day, niki-apply kwa online, nikiwa nyumbani, na apply, natumiwa pesa. Kama kuna shida, nafurahi sana. Ndio maana nimekaa katika sako hii yetu ya mtangazaji.
And our special committee representing property owners along the ongoing 83.7 billion shillings Horn of Africa Getaway Road project have claimed unfair compensation plans for land affected by the road construction. The committee, led by former councillors Hussein Abduba, reiterated that construction of the 740-kilometer Isiolo-Modogashe-Mandera Road is an infringement on their rights, urging the president to intervene in the matter. Listen more stories from our county news roundup.
Hussein Abduba, one of the aggrieved landowners, claimed that the compensation offered was not designed to cover land for landowners. He says pleas to the National Land Commission and the Kenya National Highways Authority on the matter for the last 5 years have fell on deaf ears.
We, as the main stakeholders in this project, we have raised concerns with the relevant agencies in order for them to give us fair and just compensation, which will include loss of land, business, and the structure. We are now forced to appeal to His Excellency, President William Samoei Ruto, to intervene into this matter.
Elsewhere, members of the Kenyan Peasants League staged peaceful protests in various parts of the country, expressing their disappointment over the postponement of a crucial court ruling on genetically modified organisms.
The court that is responsible for the ruling to make a fair ruling on the side of the peasants, being that it is the case that Kenyan Peasants League filed that obtained an order to challenge the ban of the GM.
Meanwhile, over 30,000 youths from Homa Bay County are set to benefit from the first edition of a training program aimed at empowering Juakali artisans from the Office of Representative Joyce Atieno Osogo.
I want to say that under SMEs empowerment have done training. Youth empowerment I've done training. I did training in 3 phases under NACADA on drug abuse and substance abuse. My first phase was in Kasipur. 100 was trained in partnership with NACADA.
And in Busia County, truck drivers using the Northern Corridor are up in arms with the Busia County government over the intended introduction of a parking levy of 400 shillings for every truck crossing the one-stopper border post of Malaba. Finally, it was jubilation for parents, pupils and teachers of Makutano Primary School in Malalani Ward, Kitui East constituency, after solar power energy and computers were installed at the institution.
Sisi tunasema kama shule tumefurahia sana pamoja na walimu wenzangu hapa kwa sababu vile tumepata hizo takilishi zitaweza kuwa zinatusaidia katika hali ya kufundisha. Nasema shukrani sana kwa Give Power Foundation.
To some sporting action now. Bomet-based Cheptalal FC are the winners of the South Rift Region Cheza Dimba tournament, marking yet another milestone in the ongoing Tujiamini initiative that seeks to identify and nurture sports and sports-related talent in the grassroots. Cheptalal FC bagged a hard-earned 2-1 victory against Narok Townsters FC to walk away with a 3-year sponsorship deal worth 250,000 Kenyan shillings annually, while also securing a much-coveted spot in the nationwide Tujiamini initiative Cheza Dimba tournament. Cheptalal FC took an early lead when Benson Mutai scored in the opening minute before Simon Karanja leveled the score in the 27th minute to force an half-time draw. Davis Kiprono netted the decisive goal in stoppage time to help Cheptalal bag the title.
We're so happy that this tournament will be in a position to help someone because our focus is to go to the grassroots level. So we equally believe that this tournament is going to change that team's life and just inspire them and just motivate them in one way or another.
We'd like a bit more from the ladies, especially in football, because we were looking for having a side-by-side women's tournament with the men. So we need a few more applications from the women's side, especially in the football area.
And our Green Eagles are the winners of the Isiolo County League title after they beat Choka FC 6-5 in a nail-biting penalty shootout after a goalless regular time. Both teams come into the match with their title intentions clear, but missed open chances to force a goalless full-time score. The match was attended by various stakeholders who called on the urgent need for sports infrastructure in northern Kenya.
Tukiingia kwa hii kiti, hata tusipoingia, kwa sababu mimi ni mtu wa mpira, na hakikisha hapa Isiolo ndakuwa nikikuja, ndaleta hapa scouts na tutatoa hapa vijana wengi sana.
Hii stadium na ile stadium ambayo imekuwa ikijengwa miaka nyingi haijaisha, tutaweka mbele, tutaongea na national government, tutaongea na county government, nitakuja mikutano mingi hapa na tuwaambie vijana wa Isiolo wamehimiza na wamesisitiza ya kwamba wanahitaji nini? Kiwanja.
French number 1 Hugo Humbert defeated Karen Chachanov in sets of 6-7, 6-4 and 6-3 in the semi-finals of the Paris Masters. He will face third seed Alexander Verez in the finals today after Verez outclassed former champion Holger Rune in straight sets of 6-3 and 7-6 in the semi-finals.
It's good play from Mbet. That's what he's been all about. Teeing off.
And it's a break.
Manchester City unbeaten streak in the English Premier League came to an end this weekend when they were beaten 2-1 by Bournemouth. Liverpool beat Brighton 2-1 to go on top of the English Premier League table with 25 points. Wolves remain without a win in the Premier League as they were held to a 2-2 draw by Crystal Palace. Tottenham Hotspurs play Aston Villa today as Manchester United host Chelsea at Old Trafford.
Turkish and Evan Nielsen. Well, they've only really had one attack. Vardiol, he's done it again.
All right, and now that story puts a cap on what you had lined up for you this Sunday afternoon. We appreciate you for your valid company. This has been Lunchtime News. I'm Doreen Arange. Baron Abuli has been our sign language interpreter. Good afternoon.
Hello, fabulous ladies. Welcome to the talk show that's all about sisterhood, empowerment, and unfiltered conversation.
We will be focusing on women.
We believe in women.
We are really changing.
We are creating a safe space for women to connect, thrive, and share.
Just because you're a woman on a bike, you're labeled in a certain way.
It's not just a talk show, it's a movement.
When they are standing, we need to stand out.
From heartwarming tales to hilarious adventures.
They could ask me, Catherine, why are you learning?
We are turning the spotlight on women who are breaking barriers in the individual fields.
You have to have a vision. You are the leaders of Kenya today.
Keeping it honest and relatable.
Mental health is real.
Yes.
Where there is no communication, there is no relationship.
Join the sisterhood every Sunday at 4 p.m. on KBC TV for Dada's Show.
Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaba mtazamaji mahali popote ulipo, ni fursa nyingine tena tunapokutana kwenye kipindi unachokienzi, kipindi Sanaa ya Kiswahili. Ni kipindi ambacho mtazamaji kinakujia kupitia runinga pekee unayopenda katika taifa la Kenya, KBC Channel 1. Ni kipindi ambacho huwapa fursa wanafunzi wa shule za upili na taasisi za vyuo vikuu mbalimbali kote nchini kueleza, kuonyesha weledi wao katika tasnia mbalimbali ya yale waliofunzwa shuleni. Mtazamaji, leo hii siku ya Jumapili tumetua katika udongo wa shule ya Mabanati ya St. Anna's hapa eneo la Karen, katika eneo kubwa pana la Nairobi, lakini ni eneo bunge la Lang'ata. Mtazamaji, ni shule ambayo ilibuniwa mnamo mwaka wa 1981 hadi kufikia sasa ni shule ambayo ina umri wa miaka 43. Ni shule mtazamaji ambayo ina maadili hususan ya dini ya Kikristo, ambapo wanafunzwa mambo mengi sana kuhusiana na tarbia, maadili na vile vile pia masomo. Mtazamaji, ni shule ya kibinafsi ambayo iko katika kiwango cha county. Mtazamaji, kwa nini tuandike na mate ilhali wino upo? Na kuomba chukua kiti chako, kaa kikao cha tahiyatu, mithili ya nyani aliyevamia shamba la mahindi ambalo si lake na kuanza kula mahindi bila wasiwasi. Hii ni Sanaa ya Kiswahili. Jina langu naitwa Rashid Momkondo na siko peke yangu, pembezoni kushoto.
Asante sana mtazamaji, kumbuka hii ni Sanaa ya Kiswahili toka Kisauni mjini mpaka mashinani, wote wanaikubali. Na hapa tupo katikati ya jiji kuu la Nairobi. Hapa tupo Sentia. Sauti za kumtoa nyoka pangoni, sauti za mabanati, sauti za mabinti. Hapa wametupokea, tumeketi, tumetulia, angalau tuweze kujifunza mengi. Watatupasha, watatuelimisha, watatupasha na kutuelekeza moja kwa moja katika burudani. Tutakuwa tunajua siri ni gani. Kumbuka tumekwisha pokelewa, lakini hatupo peke yetu, tupo pia na majaji ambao watakuwa wanatuelekeza na kutupasha mengi zaidi. Jina langu ni Double M Mathias Momanyi. Usiondoke.
Barabara kabisa mtazamaji, kumbuka KBC Channel 1 TV ndio stesheni pekee ambao huwa na vipindi ambapo vina mahakimu na majaji. Kwanza kuna vioja mahakamani, lakini mahakimu wale ama majaji wale hawafungi watu. Na pia kuna Sanaa ya Kiswahili. Ni kipindi ambacho mtazamaji ambao aghalabu huweza kuandamana na mahakimu au majaji kusaidia kuwaweka sawa wanafunzi pale wanapokwenda Pogo bin Mserego. Bila kupoteza nukta, sekunde wala dakika, hii leo mtazamaji, majaji wetu, tuanze na jaji wetu ambaye